Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy hump day to ya. Happy Wednesday, if you're unaware what hump day is. This is your host, Sean Robert Grant. The first, because there's none after me. Anywho, thank you for joining me today here on this Actors Area podcast. Super excited, super thrilled. Been having a great morning. I tell you, when you decide to change your nutritional habits and your health habits, and you really commit to it, and when I say commit to it, I mean really are enabling yourself to do it over a long period of time, it becomes one of the best experiences you could ever imagine. So make sure you stay on top of that. For me, it's like a lot of greens, a lot of different like herbs and roots, just give you energy for days. It's amazing to see how it all kind of comes together. So speaking of which, that leads us to the topic of today's podcast. And I'm just not going to be too long here because I have a meeting in a bit. But I just want to talk a little bit more about following the energy. And wherever it's the strongest, go that direction. Okay? And so what does that entail? All that means is that in our lives, there's a place where the energy is its highest. Okay? There's always a place. And this place becomes an area where you are completely yourself, you're completely confident, you're completely in your own element, and you're able to move from a place of just complete abundance. When I say abundance, I mean you're just overflowing with essence. And so that's why you want to follow that energy. So how does this apply? Well, this applies in just about everything as it relates to our acting careers. And so from an audition standpoint, following the energy could be making a bold, creative choice. You know, we talk about that a lot of times, especially in the Powerhouse auditioning program. We talk about how when you become symbiotic with what you're connecting to the script, and then you decide that that relationship is going to carry you to where you want to be in regards to your performance. So once you're at that point, once you're at that level, you're hooking onto that energy to make a strong, bold, creative choice. Now, I was writing a chapter in my book yesterday, and I discussed the whole idea about, what was it? Yes, about the time when I decided that, when they called me in to be a quote unquote gangster, and I'm the furthest thing from a gangster. I made a bold choice. I drew teardrops on my face. I went and bought a grill. I got clothes that I would never wear. You know, I put on fake tattoos and the whole nine. And as I was doing this, the energy, I was almost like a little girl, like a little girl that just came across a big, beautiful dollhouse, and I was giggling and just excited and thrilled about what was going to ensue from me following that energy and making that choice. And so by doing that, the audition turned out better than I could have ever expected because I followed the energy. I felt it strongest in that regard because initially, you know what happened? I'm like, you know what? I'm going to dress up nice and wear a collared shirt and some slacks and go in and then let my acting take the reins. But the one thing you got to realize about human beings is that we are all visual, especially the guys. The guys are really visual. And now, everyone is to a high degree, but the guys especially. So you have to put the picture in their minds of how you want them to see you. And you do that by basically creating it. And I mean creating it boldly and forthrightly and with confidence. Okay? So that's an idea as far as with the auditioning. Now, career-wise, This is where this really gets interesting. Because you could have started out as an actor, or you could have started out as a grip, or working behind the scenes, and then all of a sudden you feel a stronger pull towards something else within the industry. And that doesn't mean you have to stop acting, because I became a teacher a long time ago, but I still act because I love acting. I love everything in acting, but I know my purpose is to teach. My purpose is to help and connect with others and to help them to further their potential or realize their potential in that to that degree, you know? So sometimes the energy will lead you to another area within the same industry. Or it could be something as simple as you've been in theater for a long time, and now the energy is taking you to go into film and television. And you're nervous about that, but you can still, underneath that nervousness, that apprehension, you can still feel that pull. You know, Tony Robbins talks about whatever pulls you is what you want to run after. It's what you want to follow, not necessarily run after. Because by following that pull, you won't run into any situation where you feel like you just want to give up, because the passion is so great and so powerful. It basically just busts through everything. And it took me a long time to realize this, but the only way that can happen is when you're completely dialed in, connected, tapped in, turned on, tuned in to your purpose. When you're there, that's when you're feeling that. And that's when you're not worried about anything else but just fulfilling this. Okay? So it could be that. It could be moving from actor to producer. It could be moving from actor to director. There could be a strong energy that's guiding you, that wants you to understand, you know, what you need to do next. And you've got to follow that. I promise you, if you follow that energy, if you continually follow that energy wherever it leads you, because it's always moving, you will succeed at every single thing that you do. You will be a success in every single area of your life. Not just as an actor and actress, not just as a producer, not just as a crew member, but in every area. Follow the energy. On the flip side, when the energy's weak, or it's not as strong as you feel like it should be, that's the sign that you have to go in a different direction. Okay? That's the sign you have to go in a different direction. Because a perfect sign to realize that will be a sign of indifference. And you know what indifference is? You're apathetic. You just really don't care. You're kind of like, I'm just here to get a paycheck, pays the bills, whatever, whatnot. And you just don't care. No, we don't want to be in that space. We want to be in the space to where we're excited, where somebody is like grabbing us by the shirt, trying to pull us back in so we can brush our teeth because we ran out the door wanting to do our purpose so bad. That's how you should feel about it. And if you don't, then I'm glad you're listening in today, because that shows you that you have to start to think about, okay, where is this energy? Where is this energy pulling me? And that's the direction you want to go in. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Like I said, got a meeting, got a heading to Miami. All right. But have a wonderful day. Good luck on all of your auditions and your bookings. Best of luck to you. We'll talk soon. Thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.